Old Gentleman proudly presents
Old Chivalry, an introduction.
Chivalry offers the only possible escape from a world divided between wolves who do not understand and sheep who cannot defend the things which make life desirable. C.S. Lewis.
In the 10th century of our Lord, a new type of man arose. Through his combative dominance, he held the ability to defend or to destroy, to break or to build. The fate of Europe rested on his choice between the two. For hundreds of years, these men fought, one side for a code of courage, honor, courtesy, justice, and a readiness to help the weak, the other against. The former defeated the latter, opening the way for the European continent to foster the greatest civilization known to man, the West. This man was known as the Knight, and his code, Chivalry. Chivalric courage propelled the men of the West to beat back the Mohammedan hordes of evil in the 11th, 12th, 13th, and 20th centuries of our Lord, to civilize the jungles, forests, and peoples of Africa and the Americas, and to prevent world domination of the savage Japanese Empire and its fascists and anti-Western allies in the mid-1900s.
Chivalric honor forced the men of the West to follow the code of chivalry. It directed the men to fight for what is good and godly, and place Christian civilization in the West in the good graces of God. Chivalric courtesy kept the Western men and women alike polite and respectful to those who deserved it, and made them quite the opposite to those who didn't. Chivalric justice protected the rights and properties of Western men and provided punishments and penalties for those who violated them. Chivalric readiness to help the weak drove men to protect women and children and to give a helping hand to those frowned upon by fortune. When the modern feminist cries, "Chivalry is dead," she doesn't mean that true chivalry, the code that made boys into men and the West the best, is gone. Rather, she means that her excessively gynocentric, blue pill, beta version of chivalry, a version that simply stands for expected services done by a man for a woman, is dead. In truth, this degenerate form of chivalry never did exist. In the past, chivalrous men helped women with the occasional tipping of the hat, holding of the door, or pulling of the chair, but they did not act as if their sole purpose for existence was for the service of women. The code that the feminists push can be called blue pill chivalry, and it is stronger today than it has ever been. Although the shrill feminist does not mean that real chivalry is dead, she might as well. While the average blue pill male subscribes to blue pill chivalry, not even the red pill male normally adopts true chivalry. This is because the red pill male has been tricked into believing that blue pill chivalry is the original, classic chivalry that has always existed. Instead, upon swallowing the red pill and realizing blue pill chivalry as the brainwashing betrayal it truly is, the red pillar usually succumbs to red pill rage. Instead of improving himself, he may take advantage of his society's problems. He may lack the courage to publicly stand up to the leftist establishment. He may lack the values and principles set by God. He may eschew ethics as a social construct. and he may treat even women of true honorable feminine character as if they are merely vessels for sexual pleasure. He may seek justice for himself and himself alone, and take account not for any other. In doing either, he would be avoiding all masculine responsibilities in order to live a life of unfulfilled hedonism. I propose a second option. The code that our ancestors followed, the code that made Western civilization truly the best in the world, the code of a return to true manhood, the code of the alt gentleman, alt chivalry. Thank you for watching. If you happen to enjoy this video and you want to see more content, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, please don't. If you happen to be a leftist, please jump off a bridge. Until next time, God save the West.